Hey everyone, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're heading out on a pretty amazing adventure. We're going to learn how to navigate the wild, exciting, and, let's be honest, sometimes completely confusing world of new technologies, and we're going to do it together. Think of this as your official, trusty training manual for the digital frontier. Whether you're a parent just trying to keep up with the latest apps, or a young person who's already leading the way, this explainer is built specifically for you.
Let's dive right in. Think about your own digital adventures for a second. Have you ever chatted with an AI to help figure out your homework? Or maybe you've strapped on a headset and felt like you were actually stepping inside a virtual reality game? What about just using a smart device that counts your steps or plays your favorite songs? These amazing tools you're probably already using are exactly what we're going to be talking about today.
So, let's kick things off with Section 1, Meet the New Tech.
To really get our expedition started, we need to know exactly what kind of tools are out there on the digital frontier. Let's talk about a huge one, Generative AI. These are incredibly clever computer programs that can instantly create brand new text, highly realistic pictures, or even voices, literally just because you typed in a prompt. You could ask it to draw a picture of a cat riding a skateboard on Mars, and boom, there it is. The crucial takeaway here is that artificial intelligence can now generate incredibly realistic content entirely from scratch, which is super cool, right? But it also means we've got to be really smart explorers, because it's getting so much harder to tell what's real and what a computer just completely made up.
Next up, we have Immersive VR, or virtual reality. Instead of just staring at a flat screen, you pop on a special headset and suddenly you are inside a computer-made 3D world. You can look up, down, all around, and it feels like you've actually teleported to a totally new place. And this just brilliantly illustrates how technology is moving beyond screens and dropping us right into the middle of the action. It completely changes the way we play games and even how we might hang out with our friends.
But hey, the tech doesn't stop there. Our Explorer tool belts are packed with other stuff too. We've got smart devices we wear and use every single day. Think fitness trackers that monitor our heart rates and sleep, smart surveillance software, and even AI-powered smart glasses. These technologies are constantly learning about us and tracking our environment. They offer some really great practical benefits for our daily routines, but they also mean a lot of data is being collected about us while we're just going about our day.
Moving right along to Section 2, Why We Love the Digital World. Because, let's face it, the online world is an amazing playground. According to research from the Bernardo's Emerging Technologies Risk Guide, young people are super motivated to use these new tools for some genuinely wonderful reasons. It's a fantastic way to connect and chat with friends. It has great practical benefits, like using an AI assistant to help explain that tricky math homework. It's wildly entertaining, especially those immersive VR games. It helps young people be creative, express themselves in totally new ways, and even try out fun, challenging skills like coding. These are all incredibly positive things that make the digital world such a fantastic place to explore.
Think about the offline world versus the online world for a minute. Offline, you might read a textbook or draw a picture on a piece of paper, which is great. But the online world, it takes those normal everyday things and absolutely supercharges them with interactive possibilities. Instead of just reading, you're getting interactive, back and forth help from an AI. Instead of drawing on a flat page, you're literally building and walking around inside a 3D world in VR.
All right, here comes Section 3, Hidden Traps on the Trail.
Now, just like any wild frontier, the digital world isn't perfect. It definitely has a few hidden traps, and every smart explorer, plus their trusted guides at home, needs to know how to spot them. We really need to talk about something called deepfakes. Remember how we just said generative AI can make incredibly realistic images? Well, deepfakes use that tech to create highly realistic pictures, videos, or audio clips of real people doing or saying things they never actually did. Because technology is getting smarter so fast, it's becoming much easier for people to create these fakes. And unfortunately, as recent safety reports point out, they are sometimes used without permission to trick, upset, or even scam people.
And deepfakes are really just one trap. Because new tech evolves so incredibly fast, sometimes way faster than the safety rules can keep up, young people can run into other risks. We have to watch out for people using fake profiles or hiding who they really are. There's the risk of accidentally stumbling across harmful, upsetting, or inappropriate pictures. We also see cyberbullying and trolling, which honestly can feel even more intense in immersive spaces like virtual reality. Plus, there are the risks of accidentally sharing private information or falling for scams designed to trick you out of your money or your passwords. So, it all boils down to knowing the difference between a safe explorer and a risky one.
A safe explorer, they keep their private info entirely secret, they always treat others kindly, even when they've got a VR headset on, and critically, they question what they see. They know about deepfakes and AI. On the flip side, a risky explorer talks to strangers online as if they were lifelong friends, shares their location, and basically believes that everything on their screen is 100% real.
Which brings us to Section 4, Advice from Fellow Explorers. To really get a feel for what it's like navigating these digital spaces, let's hear directly from young people themselves. A Barnardo's youth advisor recently pointed out why some people act out using new tech. They said, because it shows that they have more power and control over people, since they are hiding behind the screen and don't have to say things in real life, meaning that it won't come back on them. This brilliantly highlights how the feeling of being anonymous, hiding behind a screen or a digital avatar, can sometimes make people act way differently and much more unkindly than they ever would face-to-face.
Another really fantastic insight from a young advisor brings up a massive challenge. They said, the risks are there are not enough knowledge online about stuff, and there's sometimes fake people, and on certain apps, there's not enough security. They hit the nail right on the head here. They're pointing out that on some of these newer apps, the security just isn't quite there yet, and the presence of fake people or automated bots trying to trick us is a very real thing we all need to keep an eye on.
And finally, Section 5, Staying Safe Together.
So we know why the tech is fun, and we know about the hidden traps. How do we pack our digital safety gear to make sure our families are protected? Well, let's memorize 3 super simple, powerful steps for whenever you hit a bump on the trail. Step 1, don't panic. If you see an upsetting image, get a mean message, or spot a weird deepfake, just take a deep breath. Step 2, tell a trusted adult. Take your device straight to a parent, a carer, or a teacher right away. Do not try to handle it alone. And Step 3, block and report. Use the tools built right into the app or game to block the person bothering you and report that bad content to the platform. Now, parents and carers, I am talking directly to you right now. You absolutely do not have to be a computer programmer or a tech genius to be a great guide for your kids. There are amazing, expert resources ready to help you out. Childline is there for free, confidential advice. The UK's Safer Internet Centre is brilliant for tips and for reporting harmful content. Internet Matters has these incredible step-by-step guides for setting up parental controls on new devices. And CEOP is there for advice and for making reports about serious online abuse. You are definitely not alone on this expedition.
Ultimately, the absolute best safety tool you have doesn't even need a charger or a Wi-Fi connection. It's just open communication. Kids, your parents are your ultimate digital guides. Make sure you talk openly with them about all the awesome, fun things you are creating and playing online, and make sure you talk to them about the things that confuse, upset, or worry you. Treat your digital life just like your regular life. If something weird happens at the park, you tell your parents, right? If something happens in VR, tell them too.
And that brings us to the end of our expedition for today. I'm going to leave you with this final thought to talk about around the dinner table at home. What is one simple, new safety rule you and your family can agree on today to ensure your next digital adventure is both totally awesome and completely secure? Maybe it's checking your privacy settings together, or agreeing to always ask before downloading a brand new AI app. Talk it out, set your rule, and keep exploring safely. Thanks so much for joining me on The Explainer today, and happy navigating.